None of us are named Mike, but get ready for the greatest podcast you've ever fucking heard. Here we go.
Exactly.
JFK, J fucking Kaiser, the Reverend T Ninja Zilmer. What's up, everybody? How you doing, Rev?
It's going.
All
With
right.
all the snow and
Going?
melting and everything, I got a lot of work to do in my yard.
Yes. Well, 'tis the season. Spring cleaning, as they say.
Yeah.
I don't know whoever
I don't know
invented
if I'm
that
gonna
term.
buy one of those leaf brooms that you pull behind your tractor, or do I
Oh,
want to get
nice.
a dump trailer?
That's a good point. Yeah. Well, you know what? My advice is to invent an anti-gravity machine and just suck those leaves up and then collect them. Boom, then you don't have to run them over.
True.
But we're a couple years away from that, I suppose.
We haven't started the
You know,
research on that. That's on
not
that's like
yet.
number 10 on our research.
We have plenty of things to research. We'll get to it eventually. So hold your
Exactly.
horses. It's coming. Maybe late
So,
fall 2026.
yeah, late fall of 20. I'm thinking like 27. We still got to
Okay.
figure out how we're going to get to Mars and be the emperors of Mars.
Oh, yeah. Good point. All right, we'll figure that out. We'll table it. We'll table it for
No,
now.
I'll table it this time.
Yep. All right. You want to start us off with some dad
Dad
hacks?
hacks. Well, I'm going to go toddler tantrums.
Oh,
I've
very
been dealing
familiar
with
with those.
a lot of that right now with Olivia.
Sure.
Um, yeah, it's frustrating when they go because they can't explain what's going on and you can't help them. I mean, I don't know if other dads are like this, but I feel useless when you can't help her or hell
Yep.
him. You can't help your child. So I did some
Hmm.
research and good old Gronk brought up some good stuff. You got to distract the brain.
Sure.
Toddlers have a very short attention span.
Yeah.
Like you redirect them, like look a bird outside. Can you help me find a blue block or something like that? Hey, I'm trying to look for my winter boots. Can you help me find them? You know, it just says distract them just because their brain's still developing at that young age. So
Sure. Hmm,
even though if
I
it's
like it.
something, it just one of them is just they're freaking out because of something stupid that they haven't learned that it happens.
Hmm.
You can't deal with anything.
It's true.
Because I know what was the other day. Olivia was throwing a fit. She just dropped to the ground and just started bawling.
One of those. I call that
And
DEFCON 1 when they get to that
right,
level. That's what it is. Okay.
and then I still don't know what it was about, but we distracted her and I cuddled and watched some funny cat videos.
Nice.
She's really into cats right now. So no,
Yeah.
those tension tantrums. It's like, how do I fix this? And they can't explain what's going on.
Yeah.
It's just frustrating.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you just got to let them cry it out, you know? I've even offered, Jet $1 million in cash if he stops, his temper tantrums, but he does not.
Yeah,
They're very unreasonable, right?
I
Which is
know.
good. But
Yeah,
okay.
they're trying to figure things
Anyway,
out, but like I said, they have a very short attention span
yep.
at this age.
All right.
What do you got?
So here's what I got. I got a way to get your kids to do things that they may be scared to do or might not want to do. And it's called action figure learning or, Prince doll learning, depending on if you have a boy or a girl,
Okay.
right? So, like a good example is Mabel was starting to ride her bike, doesn't want to wear her helmet. She said it messes up her hair. Okay. So I
That's a
said, hey,
legit concern.
it is a legit concern. She has locks. I was gonna say flocks, locks of
Flocks.
of golden
Flocks of
hair.
seagulls.
Flock of seagulls blasting. I ran, and I ran
I
so
run so
far
far
away.
away.
She's got that on her bike, but she doesn't want to
Yeah.
wear a helmet. So I go, okay,
Okay.
well, hey, look at this. Do you see this Bluey action figure? look at this. This is Bike Bluey. Bike Bluey's wearing a helmet. And
Okay.
that's to be safe. And she goes, oh, well, Bluey's doing it. I'm going to do it. Now,
Yeah.
also, this works too with eating. Like Jet, who's a very picky eater, I go, Jet is a big Cars fan. He likes the Disney movie Cars, Lightning
Lightning
McQueen.
McQueen.
And I go, hey, you don't want to eat this? And I take out the action figure, the little Lightning McQueen, race car we have. And I go, look at Lightning McQueen took a bite. And then he takes a bite. Boom. So try that if you're having difficulty, if they're not, sometimes I know little girls love what their dads do. Just be like, Daddy does it. That helps too.
Yeah.
Just use some other form to demonstrate it, and usually they'll go along with it. So
There are a lot of the
try it
action
out
figures too, you know.
big time, especially like
I mean, even look
Jets.
at us, you know. There's famous celebrities out there that they're doing this, let me try it, you know.
Yeah. Or like when growing up, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, man, he's lifting weights, getting pumped up, or Hulk Hogan or any
Mhm.
other of those wrestlers. Shit, the whole reason I became addicted to Slim Jims is because I saw the Macho Man Randy Savage. Yep.
Do you
Yes,
remember
let's
that
do a
week
Slim
that
Jim. Yeah.
you remember that week I wore a Band-Aid on my face because of
Yes.
Nelly?
Yeah. Exactly, dude. See, it works. So, use it to try it out, see if it
Yeah.
works. Let us know. But yeah, those are some good dad hacks. I like them. Love them.
That is.
Learn
All
from them.
right. Fun facts.
Hit me.
Did you know Antarctica is the largest desert on Earth, even though it's covered in ice?
This is interesting. By logic, this kind of makes sense. I think technically the term desert means like very arid and not able to grow a lot of
Yeah.
or sustain life. So yeah, but it is, huh? Oh, Antarctica.
Yeah, you know, I look like
Now,
you said, it's the definition of desert is not like, oh, you think of desert, it's sand and everything, you know.
right.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
That's
All
pretty
right,
cool.
sticking with our movies.
And
Did you know
Metallica
that
played in the world's largest desert. They played in Antarctica. So just
they've played in every continent
that's
in
right.
the world?
That
The only
that's
band
why they're
to.
the best. Yep. Sorry, man. Go ahead.
All right. All right. So going to movies, did you know the Godzilla, the roar in the early films was made by rubbing a leather glove on a double bass string?
Really? What?
Like the
That
original, like when they first came.
yeah. Or, I can't do it,
Yeah.
but wow. Interesting. That okay. Yeah. That's really odd because I would have thought it was like a horn or something, or
Yeah, I thought it
you
would be
s-
something different, you know. But like a
interesting.
rubber glove and a double bass string.
Yeah. Wow. Those Japanese, man, they're so crazy. I mean, they are wildly innovative in terms of technology. So I'm not surprised, but that
I'm
is
not
very, very odd.
I'm not surprised, but at the same time I am surprised just for the fact that's what the sound was.
Yeah. So maybe in the next upcoming Godzilla movies, somebody can be smart enough to copy that same noise and like draw Godzilla out of the city or somewhere. Maybe. Because that's a pretty
He's
cheap
destroying the
fix.
city and then like Pied Piper type thing.
Yeah, exactly. Draw him out and then nuke his ass or get Mothra on him, whatever the case may be. I don't know. I'd
True.
like to hear what Godzilla has to think about this. So if he's listening, just give us a call or shoot us an email. Let us know your
Yeah.
thoughts if you feel like that's an accurate representation. So, okay.
All
I like
right,
it.
talking about like our weird things in history. Have you ever heard of the Great Emu War?
Emu as in the bird?
EMU.
No.
In Australia, farmers were struggling because thousands of emu birds were destroying crops. The government set soldiers with machine guns. Birds were too fast and scattered easily. The military basically lost the battle to emus. It's one of the weirdest wars ever.
No, this is odd. This is real. You're saying this is a real thing.
This
Great
was real.
Emu
It was in Australia.
War. Oh God, it was. Attempted to cull a population of 20,000 emus. Holy shit, man. That is a lot of birds.
That it is.
Wow. I didn't know that that was a
We should
problem.
share a photo and show people what an emu bird looks like.
Yeah. So for those who are not familiar with the emus here, I will put this up here and the great
Emus,
emu.
though. I thought it would have been like Australia. I thought it would have been like the Great Kangaroo War or
Kangaroo
something.
or
You
what
know,
else do they got? Tasmanian devils or something, you know?
uh,
But yeah, so emu is kind of like a bigger bird, flightless bird, I believe.
isn't it almost like
Um,
an ostrich?
yeah, they're pretty big. Um, Pretty
They look like
mean.
they're freaking mean.
Yeah, but
Meano cusses.
look at this, man. Yeah. You don't want to fuck with those things. I mean, look at that. Have you turn a road and you come up on a giant, parade of emus that big? I'm running away, man. Fuck that.
Dude, dude, they look mean.
Yeah. I mean, they're big birds. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's what, like 4 or 5 feet tall right there. I
At
mean,
least, because that guy's holding it, and
yeah.
maybe pushing 5 foot.
But I mean, look at the claws on these sons of bitches.
Are
And you're
those
going up against
dinosaurs or what?
20,000 of those. Oh, here's the great emu leader here.
Dude, that is awesome.
General Robert E. Emu of the North. Oh, wow. Look at
Look at
this.
that one picture next to it. Holy crap.
The Emu War. Wow. Wow.
When was this? Oh, 1932.
32. Yeah, okay, here we go. Look at that. You don't want to fuck with those things, man.
Dude,
I ain't.
they look like they're taller than 5 foot.
Yeah.
Just as
No
tall as that dude.
way in hell am I fucking with them.
Nope.
Wow. Okay. That's cool, man. The more you know. Oh, look at they even had
Right?
a new strategy on the so it lasted a month. So they were talking about
Uh-huh.
this. Special defense measure represented the opening of yet another major engagement in the unceasing war against the old enemy of Western Australia.
So do the emus go and travel to West Australia to just pay respects to their fallen comrades?
They must. There must be a memorial out there for all the fallen emus. But wow.
Emu War.
Okay. Well, the more you know. It's pretty
Dude,
cool, man.
those look fucking mean, bro.
Very.
No, thank you.
Not a chance.
All right,
Unless I got
I'm
a gun.
moving and I'm planting my crop somewhere else.
Uh-huh. All
Those
right.
Monster Smash.
Monster Smash! I actually drank mine already. I'm loaded up on it. I couldn't wait. It was so nice and crisp and delicious, but I have it. And we are talking about what today, Terry?
The Battle
Oh,
of Cannae.
Cannae. Yes. The Battle of Cannae.
All
So,
right,
what
here's
is
some
that?
facts. Combatants Rome, 80,000 troops versus Carthage, 50,000. Carthage leader is Hannibal.
Okay.
The tactic double involvement. Weaker center retreats while flanks surround Rome. Outcome 50 to 70,000 Rome's killed, one of the deadliest single battles in history. And it was what it's studied in a lot of military academics because of Hannibal's brilliant strategy.
Yeah.
Influenced commanders like Napoleon. Even after the victory, Hannibal never captured Rome, and Rome actually eventually won the war.
So he won the battle, but he did not win the war here, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, so
Huh.
Hannibal had 50,000, Rome had 80,000. So what happened was he put his weaker forces in the center,
Yep.
and their stronger ones came around and surrounded them.
Interesting strategy. So here's some numbers for you. Roman losses, catastrophic, between 50 to 70,000 dead, whereas Hannibal's side was a little bit lighter with about 6 to 8,000. So this is a
Mm-hmm.
relatively close matchup. You got
Yeah.
equal number of troops, but so, I mean that's a big difference in losses, man. Yeah, deliberately placed his weaker infantry in the center, bowing it forward into a crescent shape, and then the heavy infantry waited on the flanks. Categories split between. Okay, so this is really a good example of military tactics.
Yeah, because you
That
look at it back then, when was the
date was 216 BC.
yeah, 260 BC. Those were the wars where they just line up in the middle of the field and run at each other.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what the strategy was, but then
Mhm.
this just changed it.
Yes. And this kind of, okay, so this was in southern Italy. Okay, so this was in
Mhm.
Roman territory.
Yep.
And okay, so he had a mixture of Africans, Gauls, Iberians, and Numidians. So he was getting a lot of different kind of skill sets. Whereas the
Yeah.
Romans, we know they had the the iron tools, or sorry, iron weapons and shields and helmets, and they were pretty organized. So this is a big loss. This is a big upset here. Um,
Yeah, totally it is. I mean, just look at the numbers. I mean, and they're close, but Hannibal, they killed between 50 and 70,000 Romans. That's unheard of against the Romans.
yeah, that is a big wipe out of utility. Okay, oh here we go. Ah, okay. Yeah, so here's let's get the picture up and about here. So this is what we're talking about. Roman Battle of the Destruction of the Roman. So they got them surrounded. What are the pictures here? Okay, yeah, okay. They started like this, right? Put everybody in the
Mm-hmm.
center, heavy cavalry on the outside. Then eventually the Romans came in, attacked right there, but now, oh shit, you're surrounded. Interesting. Okay, so the question is, Terry, the Romans, they had Monster. How does this pan out if they had Monster? Same result?
I think so, just for the fact of it was a new strategy.
I would agree with you. I think I'm going to have to say that the end result remains the same because
Yeah,
this is
just for the
something that they
fact
had
of
never
they've
seen.
never seen it before. It's something new. I think a lot of it has to do with there's a lot of confusion.
Yeah, so if you like look, I'm trying to get this bigger. Dang it. Ah, like just it's not gonna get bigger. All right, well, whatever. But like you look at here, this is exactly what you were talking about. Everybody is lined up, square everything, and
Mm-hmm.
run as fast as you can. Whereas these guys were like, look at this. That's a strategy that's going to win every time. Now,
Yeah.
I think if Romans had Monster, right, I think we're talking less casualties, but I think they still lose. They were unfamiliar with this, and
Yeah.
this is interesting though. I like this. This is pretty cool, man.
I mean, there's even they said they studied the tactics in the military colleges
Yeah,
across the world.
right.
So something happened
Yeah.
way back then, and we still to this day we learn about it.
So also, I'm reading here too. This happened in the heat of August,
Ugh.
and so you're talking deep, dense, packed in Romans. They're going to lose a lot of energy. So maybe the monster helps them fight a little longer. But I think Hannibal takes this one. I think he takes
Yeah.
it handily. But this is kind of cool. Cana remains a textbook example of double envelope and is studied by military leaders to this day. That's impressive, man. It's the gold standard for how tactics can overcome numerical inferiority. So, wow. We toast you. with the Hardy Monster. What's your name? Hannibal, wherever you are. He probably died. This was a while ago. He's probably dead by now, maybe. But yeah, if you disagree with that, if you are a veteran of the Battle of Cannae or a historian of Roman crap, call in. We'll debate you and we will win. So bring it on.
Exactly.
All right. What's
And
up
that's
next?
it.
Uh-huh.
Sports.
Sports. Not much happening right now, man. This is
A lot of
the
trades going on.
big trades. Packers making some moves. Sean Gary, who I thought they were just going to cut. They ended up trading him to Dallas, so they get I think a fourth round draft pick out of it. So it wasn't that bad.
No.
Um, he's a guy who kind of
Um,
faded, so I'm okay with that.
DJ Moore got released by the Bears.
I went to the Bills. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
an interesting one.
The Dolphins released Tua.
Yeah, that's a huge one, man. They're absorbing almost $100 million in dead cap space
Yeah,
because
isn't
of
he
that.
got like 2 years left to like
Yeah.
99 million?
Yep. And that
That's
is
a
a
huge
big
hit.
number. Right. They must really not like him to do that, man. I mean,
But
come
who's
on.
gonna step in to replace him as quarterback down in
Well, Dan
Miami?
Marino Jr. will clone him. We'll get him going. I don't know. This is interesting, but the
Mm,
the the Dolphins are clearly wanting to rebuild. So, I mean,
I
I
don't
can't blame
blame
them.
them because the Bills, they're doing good. The Patriots are doing good. Who else is in that
Pats went to the
division?
Super Bowl.
The
Yep.
Jets, well, the Jets are the Jets.
The Jets will remain the Jets till further notice. But yeah, I mean, it's a
Hmm.
competitive division. They got to make some moves, but
Yeah.
do you what draft pick do they have? Do we even know? Like,
I watched the Columbine, but I haven't really paid attention to draft right now lately.
yeah, because I'm thinking like I definitely know they don't have a top five pick.
No, I think they're in the
Which,
top, but like 10 to 20. I think that's where
yeah.
they're at.
So are you going
A
to
lot
get a
of
good
trades
quarterback?
and re-signings too.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Max
Rogers is
Crosby going.
retiring.
Who?
Rogers is retiring.
He is, huh? I didn't hear that one. Well, that's good. He has to go, do ayahuasca in the jungles of Peru for a while. And I don't think he wants to play with, what's his face, McCarthy again. I think
Yeah.
he goes, that's the last fucking straw, man. I'm done there.
With
So,
that, do you think he's gonna come back, sign as a Packer, then retire as a Packer?
or he goes to the Vikings, huh? Let the
Full of
prophecy be
Favre?
fulfilled, like Favre, man. End his career up there because quite frankly, Vikings, they are looking like big idiots. Letting Sam Darnold go. He goes and wins the Super Bowl. And then on top of that, you have a guy, JJ McCarthy, you drafted, who looks like he learned how to play football last year, right? He didn't.
Yeah.
He has no idea what he's doing. So possibly, I've heard the Vikings throw out Joe Burrow's name.
I
If
heard that.
but I don't know. I'm not sure. So
Where did Max go?
Max Crosby went to the Ravens.
Hmm.
So interesting. I mean, the Raiders got two first round picks for him. So I think the Raiders won that deal.
Um,
Um, but yeah, big names so far. Um, I don't know.
I
Is
was
there anything else we?
wondering. This coming Sunday is Selection Sunday for March Madness.
That's true. That is true to
That should
that
be
time of year.
interesting. Yeah.
How many brackets are you gonna fill out?
I at least have three.
Three. I think that's kind of the standard number that I've seen people do. So yeah.
My niece wants to fill one out, but she goes off of mascots.
Yep. You should let Olivia pick it and watch her pick like a perfect bracket or something. And you're like, what the hell?
Dude, that thing is still out there. What is it? $2 million to pick the perfect bracket,
Yeah.
and no one has
ESPN
yet.
show. Yeah, it has. It's not gonna happen, man. It's that's. I
We
mean,
might have
maybe.
to do a biff.
Yeah.
We might have to biff it.
I don't know. So I think I'm going to do three as well. I got a couple paid tournaments I'm involved in,
I don't know.
but
I don't know if I'm gonna do a paid one this year. I
so
might.
yeah, I mean, depends on. I mean,
We
I
got
don't
one
really
with.
watch that much college basketball to be honest with you. So
This is the time I watch it, like end of February, beginning of March, just all the
yeah,
championships and everything.
yep.
Um, I think one's for work, one we do with the family, and then another one with my buddies from the military.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's a good time. I mean, and then after that, we got our baseball kicking off, and that'll be fun.
Yeah,
Back to and then summertime, hopefully. I would hope.
yeah. Well,
All right. Anything else in
baseball should be
sports?
interesting. No, not really. There's, like I said, it's a slow time right now.
Very slow time. Yep, yep, yep. Well, all right.
NBA sucks.
NBA's I can't watch it, dude. Cannot. It's
Oh,
just
world the oh my God, the World Baseball thing.
World Baseball Classic.
Did
Yeah,
you
that's
see
kind of
America
exciting.
beat Britain 9-1?
I did. I love it. And you know what? We'll continue to beat those damn Brits because this is America and they are Britain, and that is just how things will be for the rest of eternity.
Exactly. And then
So
the other
yeah.
thing, though, is I know it's a little early, but for our 250th anniversary as of American, they
Oh, that's
released
all
the
right.
lineup for UFC and the front lawn of the White House.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, that's right. We're coming up on 250 years, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I can remember my mom talking about the 1976, which was the 200th anniversary and all that cool stuff. The
Yeah,
bicentennial, as they call it.
yeah, the
Yep.
bicentennial. My mom, I remember mom and dad talking about it.
So
But
yeah,
it should be interesting when it gets closer. We'll talk about it and stuff, and we'll see if we can get tickets and broadcast from there.
that'd be nice, huh? Jeez. Oh, you know what? Is the ballroom going to be done by then? Maybe we could get tickets to the ballroom and broadcast from the ballroom. Maybe.
I think
Yeah.
it should be because the Supreme Court ruled that he can do it.
Yes. Wait, let me just check on that. White House ballroom completion date. Summer 2028. Come on, man.
Ah, man, you need to plan that better, Trump.
Come on. Oh, it's gonna take 3 years to build a $90,000 ballroom. Come on.
Well, there's other things behind it. Supposedly, there's a bunker below that, so they're updating it too.
Supposedly, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's all that other stuff, and that's where they hid the treasure. If you remember in National Treasure, wasn't it below the White House? So, or
Yeah,
there is treasure below the White House. I don't know. There's some other stuff there,
they need to
but
come out with a number three.
I'd love to see that Nicolas Cage, and I am Nicolas Cage. No, I'd love to see that, man. It's gonna look good when it's done. But,
Yeah.
anyways, digress. Let's move on, man. What do we got next?
All right. Unpopular opinion.
Bam! Ladies and gentlemen, I submit for your approval an unpopular opinion, which you probably agree with, but I don't, and that's okay. But I have the microphone, and you don't. So you will listen to every damn word I have to say. All right, unpopular opinion. Ready? We just talked about it, Terry. The NCAA tournament is the biggest waste of fucking time in all of the land. I hate it so much. It is, first of all, as I said, I don't watch college basketball. Somehow every fucking year I get roped into doing at least two paid tournaments where I'm paying at least $20 that I know I will never see again. And you know what? I do my research. I go on and I'm like, oh yeah, this team's ranked here and they beat these guys. And I end up finishing middle of the pack or worse. And you know what? My wife, the last 2 out of the 4 years in the big tournament we've done, She's placed second and third, and she knows nothing about college basketball. Okay? It's a crapshoot. It's a complete crapshoot every day. College sports is rigged, to be honest. Now with the NIL deals and all these teams have the best players. So it's like, you can't pick upsets anymore. It's so fucking stupid. It's a waste of time. It takes away from productivity at work because now I'm working and working, but I got the TV on over here and I've got to keep an eye on it and make sure what's, going on here. And it helped. You go to you want to go to lunch at Buffalo Wild Wings or Wingstop or some place during the NCAA tournament,
Mm-hmm.
forget about it because it's going to be busy,
Exactly.
packed with idiots watching the tournament, drinking beer and saying, I picked that upset. I hate the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
I think, and then on top of that, they keep adding teams, Terry. Damn it. Go to like 16 teams. Keep it simple. Why do we have to have, 70 some teams? Yeah.
64.
Hate it. Anyways,
and
that's my
yeah, like
unpopular opinion. I'm sticking to it.
Thursday during the March Madness, your Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday are shot.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
I mean,
I have friends, and I think one of them who he'll have 5 or 6 different TVs in his basement going on with the different games, and and he has a family, his wife and his children.
yeah,
They'll sit in that basement and watch that shit 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Thursday through
I've got a
Sunday.
friend that has the new TV where you can have picture inside a picture.
Right. Oh,
It's like you said. Like 1 year, Amber did it with the family, and she ended up taking second. And she doesn't know shit about basketball, and she just picks because of like the team colors or the mascot. Like who do you think is gonna win, North Carolina or Duke? Well, what's North Carolina? Tar Heel. What the fuck is a Tar Heel?
yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Blue Devil. Oh, I think
Yeah.
it's just another. A lot of it started taking over with the betting.
Yeah. Yeah. Sports betting, man.
When that became popular, and you got all these apps for that, they got really big.
It's all about the money, man. The more money, the
Mm-hmm.
bigger shit gets, and the more commercialized it gets, and just the lamer it gets, man. And that's I don't know, not a
Like you
fan,
said,
but
I'm
I'll do
not
it.
big. I watch college basketball end of February, all of March, but I think I'm roped in because at least one. I think they fill out 3 brackets. At least one I am paying.
Yeah.
I'm
Hmm.
caught in the I'm caught in the loop. I'm like,
Yep.
I ain't gonna do it this year, but I end up doing it anyway. So,
Yeah. Anyways, let's jump into conspiracy corner.
all right, it's conspiracy corner this week.
What do we have?
Mandela Effect.
Yes. Very, very popular.
The Mandela Effect is when many people remember something differently than it actually happened. Like the Bearstein Bears was spelled Bearstein
With an E.
instead of Bearstein with an E instead of an E,
Yep.
or that Nelson Mandela died in a prison in the 80s.
Which of course
Some
he did
claim it's
not.
evidence or parallel universe.
Hmm.
False memories and glimpses of alternative realities. Science explains it with memory errors, social reinforcement, and patterned filing, which while fun to think about, does not prove that it's a parallel universe. It mainly shows how unreliable human memory can be.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've heard of this one. I've thought of specific examples. Some of these I definitely remember as
I
being.
remember the Monopoly guy that he had a monocle.
See that one I don't. It kind of makes sense, but this one I think people confuse with Mr. Peanut because Mr. Peanut has the
Peanut had
monocle.
one.
What is this one? Mandela Effect. What is this one?
Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes.
I don't know that they look the
What's the
same.
difference? I
I
don't
don't
see
know.
the difference.
Here we go.
Oh
Looney
yeah,
Tunes or Tunes.
tunes.
I don't remember what I don't. I really didn't watch Looney Tunes growing up as much as other shows, so I don't really remember this one.
Yeah, I think this one. Okay, so this one I definitely remember. I watched a lot of Looney Tunes. I remember tunes as in the song. What I think people get confused with this is remember there was a spin-off called Tiny Toons, which was spelled Toone, Tons. So maybe that's where they get that confused.
Mm-hmm.
So the one I see this one I don't really remember because I was so young when these books came out that I just
I I don't really remember reading those. I think I saw it a couple times in the library, but
right. Like it wasn't that important that I could care about it, right?
yeah,
Febreze,
two E's instead of one.
maybe. Again, I didn't care that much about it.
No.
Um, I don't know, what other ones you got?
Oh, Pikachu. Did he have a black tail at the bottom on his tail or not?
I don't remember that.
I think I remember the black tail
You do.
because I think was it Sean? Sean was big into Pokemon.
I was too, but I don't. Pikachu was
I
one of my
was
least
more
favorite
into I was
characters.
more into Magic, so and then Oscar
Yeah.
Mayer, is it with an E or an A?
Again, like we didn't really. I didn't recall looking at it to be. You know,
I'm trying to remember the Oscar Mayer Wiener song.
I wish I were an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Wiener. And then
Uh,
Kit Kat, was there a dash in between Kit Kat or is it just
I can't remember that one either, right? I
me either?
think the one I think that the Fruit of the Loom one with the cornucopia.
Okay.
That one I think I've seen that one before. Right, it's over there to the right there. Yeah, I could have
Okay.
swore I've seen
I
that with
swore there
the.
because I wore a lot of Fruit of the Loom
I did
boxes.
too.
And I
Yeah,
swear to God there was a cornucopia.
it makes sense, right? Because you're putting all the stuff together. Um, I don't know, man. I really don't know. Like that one, that's the one that I think of. Is like I'm pretty sure I remember seeing that because, like you said, all of our clothes were Fruit of the Loom, and the
Yeah.
tag on the back. So I don't know, man.
They
Tough
say this
call.
is what it was.
Uh,
No, like
again,
the mon with Monopoly guy.
yeah.
I remember um what movie was it? Ace Ventura Pet Detective 2. He picks up the guy
Oh,
that has the monocle and says, "Do not pass go, do not collect $200."
and he goes, "You must be the Monopoly guy."
Yeah.
That's a good piece of information, my friend. That is very deadly of you. Very interesting.
Or Starbucks.
I see. I didn't really start drinking
I
Starbucks till I
I
was an adult.
I didn't start drinking Starbucks until probably I met Amber.
Yeah, that one I can't remember off the top of my head.
Was it fruit or fruit? Double O.
I would lean more towards the double O on that.
Me too.
I did eat a lot of Fruit Loops. This one, what are we looking at here?
It's the same.
It's the exact same. What's the
Oh,
point?
the
Oh, his
mouth.
mouth.
Mouth on this one.
I mean, Pikachu did open his mouth.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. So like this one I can't fully rule it out. I mean, I can say yeah, okay, people don't remember things correctly. Um But also too, though, I don't know if I've ever told you, I have a memory that measures in the 99.5 percentile for age. Um,
Okay.
I have an insanely good memory, and if I don't remember those things, like I can recall exact words of like, conversations and things, but some of those it's just like I didn't really care to know that stuff. As a kid, do you really care how the Berenstein Bears are spelled, or did you know what I mean? Are you looking at that stuff?
Or like with Pokemon, like I didn't really care that if Pikachu had a black end of his
Exactly.
tail or not. I just wanted to watch the stories.
Right. And you don't pay attention to that. You don't commit that to memory. So maybe it's easier to go backwards and say, "Hey, yeah, check this out. It was this way." But,
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah,
interesting though.
it's one of those where if you line it up with different conspiracy theories, I can kind of see it, like how the world ended in 2012, and then they mess with the God particle or whatever, and it
Yep.
converged two timelines together. So I could see that, but at the same time, I'm like, I never really paid attention. I'm even some of these movies that have Easter eggs in it.
Right.
My nephew has to tell me about it, and we go rewatch. I'm like, oh
I never saw that before. Yeah,
no,
exactly. I think it just comes down to people just they like to think that they remember it, but they probably in reality didn't pay as much attention to it as they should.
mm-hmm,
And now again, so let's go to the question is, if that's the case, if something is altering our reality and changing our history and editing it, why? What does that serve? Is that an indicator that we may be living in the Matrix or some other simulated reality?
yeah,
Possibly. I've seen some evidence that makes me think we're in a simulated reality, but
yeah.
I don't know. This one's an
Yeah, like you
interesting one.
said, the real question is why? If this is
Yep,
true, why?
exactly. Exactly. So I'm gonna say it's plausible, man, but you have to have a reason behind it. Like if this was actually happening, what would be the justification for it? Or is there some other, grand conspiracy behind this that we just don't know about? So,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say plausible, but again, I
About
personally don't believe
mid-range, I
it.
give it a five, sure, 5 or 6.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah, but like it said at the end, mainly shows human memory is unreliable.
Exactly.
Because I might say something and then like people just run with it.
Yep. 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 Cool.
So, all right.
Any parting thoughts on that one? No,
No, not
I think we
really.
covered it. Yeah, I'd
Good.
like to hear what everybody thinks. I mean, who here has some other examples or thinks that we are wrong? Please let us know, and we'll be happy to debate you as always.
I mean, there's always
Uh,
nice that they come out and I mean, you look at Star Wars. Does he say, I am your father, or Luke and I'm your
yes.
father? That's one of the big ones too.
I specifically remember it as Obi-Wan never told you. He told me you killed my father. I am your father. I see.
Yeah,
That part. Yep.
I
Right.
am your father. That's what I remember. I don't remember Luke, I am your
Yep.
father. Or
I
he
think
says,
that just kind of
search
got.
within or something.
Yep. Search within yourself. You know it to be true. But yeah, again, it's just people have different things, and then they're like, "Wait a minute, that's not how I remembered it." But in reality, most of the time, people are wrong. So,
Yeah.
all right, let's move on, buddy, to the final
Mm.
segment of today. Do do
Do, do,
do
do,
do
do,
do
do,
do
do,
do do
do,
do
do,
do do do
do, do,
do
do, do,
do.
do. It's
It's
the
the final
final
countdown.
countdown.
Today, in the final countdown, top actors who portrayed James
James
Bond.
Bond.
Controversial. Highly
This is
controversial, but
this
we
is
wouldn't have it
gonna
any
be
other
one
way.
of the most controversial ones.
Yep. And you know what? Here's the thing. There's only been 6 guys that have portrayed James Bond in the movies. So somebody's getting left out. And you got to have a good list here. So I'll start off right now. Number 5, Timothy Dalton.
Okay, I
Yeah.
got Pierce Brosnan.
Whoa! As a fan of GoldenEye, you are putting the Piercer at number 5? Explain
Yeah.
yourself. I want to hear it. Okay, so let's recap while you're thinking. His movies were GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, The
Guys,
World Is Not Enough, and
enough
Die
and
Another Day. And I will say, Die Another Day is maybe one of the worst Bond
yeah.
movies ever.
I mean, the only good one was GoldenEye with Pierce. The other ones I wasn't a big fan of.
Okay, okay. So what?
It's,
So continue.
I don't know. It just GoldenEye is probably one of my favorite Bond movies.
Okay.
But like I said, like the other movies, I didn't
So you got
feel.
Tomorrow Never Dies, which I thought had a really interesting concept that kind of plays into today, where you have
Yeah,
a guy who's trying to manipulate the news, and you see
yeah.
that shit happen a lot. Um,
I don't know. I just didn't feel that he was the other ones. I didn't feel like it was a Bond.
yeah, okay. Um, I think that my exposure to Pierce Brosnan was 1994 Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, this guy who goes from playing this, kind of he wasn't he was the de facto villain. He really wasn't a villain, but now
Yeah.
he's playing Bond was a little weird, but he had that kind of Bond characteristic that was like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he has the confidence, he's got the looks, he's got the abilities, but okay. All right. All right, I can go with that. But I'm just saying,
Why did you
my
put?
justification, like Dalton, he only did 2 movies, right? So that right there kind of hampers him. Um, by the way, the guy who's not on my list is George Lazenby. He only did 1 film, which was okay, but it wasn't, you got to have
Oh,
more than just one. And Dalton had The Living Daylights and License to Kill, kind of more darker Bond movies. And I think
but
it's okay.
he played very good the Dark Bond.
You're right. He had less of like the jokes and stuff, like the little quips. So I guess that
Mm-hmm.
was commendable, but I don't know. I put him at 5. What do you got it for?
Daniel Craig.
Whoa! Explain yourself.
It was I love Daniel Craig, but I felt it more of not like the Bond for the fact of he was fighting finding love and everything,
Yeah.
not for the missions and everything.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
I mean, his movies were action packed. Don't get me wrong. Daniel Craig did a good job as Bond, but I didn't like the storylines because he was more of finding love and getting out of the game.
Searching for his identity. Right.
Yeah.
As opposed to being a stone cold secret agent defending Britain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can respect that. I had Roger Moore at number 4. He did the most of the he did
Mm-hmm.
7 films. So he did 7 of I think there's 25 or 26 movies. So he
Something
did the
like that.
most. Um, he was more lighthearted, right? He was kind of more of the
Mm-hmm.
humorous Bond as opposed to, this stone cold assassin. So he kind of
Mm-hmm.
was like, Lazenby was too dark and Moore was kind of too humorous. And you want Bond to be
Mm-hmm.
a little bit of the both. But anyways, he had some good ones. Like, good popcorn movies, but other than that, I put him at 4.
All right. I
3?
got Timothy Dalton at 3.
Oh, you put the Doltster at 3. Okay.
I just when you think about it, he kind of portrayed the good Bond when it came to the dark
Yeah.
aspect of it,
Okay.
like the being a stone cold killer.
Okay. You're right. I think he definitely was grittier. Um, but again, I think Bond has to have a little bit of light sense of humor. But again, that's just me.
But you also
Um,
got to look at that. What movies was he in, and what was the story
yeah,
behind? What was the storyline? Because I mean, some of the books they were pretty dark.
yeah, I agree. He kind of was more. You're saying he was more faithful to the actual literary character, and I can
Yeah.
respect that because you're right. Sometimes when you adapt these characters for movies, they get completely different than what they were in the books.
Hmm.
Jason Bourne is a good example. Like the Bourne books are way different than the Bourne movies.
I mean, you look at the
But
first three books of Jason Bourne is all in the first movie.
yeah, right, 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 right.
Because I've read the books.
They
That's one of
water it
those
down.
that's one of those where I've read the books before I watched the movies.
Sure.
So
Well,
yeah, it all depends
I,
on the adaptation of each. I mean, if Timothy Dalton played, what was the movies he played? Um,
Dalton was in License to Kill and Living Daylights.
yeah, those were the darker ones.
Right.
But now you put him into GoldenEye or Tomorrow Never Dies. I don't think he would be good in those.
That's a good point too. Right. How does he stack up if you were to put him in other movies? Sure, sure, sure.
Yeah.
Well, three I had Pierce Brosnan. I know we've talked about that a lot. I
Hmm.
just I just because when I started watching Bond movies, man, in '95, that was my Bond.
Yeah.
And then came like then my dad's like, well, you got to watch Goldfinger, and you got to watch Doctor No, and then
Oh,
Connery
exactly.
became
Dr.
Bond.
No. That's the one my mom made me watch first was
Right.
Dr. No.
So and then GoldenEye, man. I mean, you think all those Bond games, those like what was it, Nightfire and
Yeah.
what was it? Those games were all Pierce Brosnan. So I mean, he had a big impact not just on the
Hmm.
actual movies, but he had him as
Yeah.
as the game too. So number two, number
Roger
two,
Moore.
Roger Moore. Interesting. Explain. Defend.
I don't know. Like you said, I think when I think of Roger Moore, I think of Bond, and he had the humor, the dark humor you needed to be assassin, spy, but
Okay.
also he was serious.
Yeah. All right. I like it. I had Daniel Craig at two. And so I
Okay.
think this means we know who's at number one. So we'll talk about him. But Craig, to me, man, I think from an acting standpoint, he's probably the best actor.
Yeah,
Connery is up there, but Connery was back in a time. Well, we'll talk about Connery, but Craig had like that vulnerability, the physical ability, right? He had that
hmm.
physical, sense that he could just beat the shit out of people and be a good marksman.
I mean, even
Um,
even some of the scenes where oh, he was sitting in the car and the guys were shooting at the bulletproof car and the Bond girl was yelling at him and he just sat there and stared. I mean that right there was pure Bond.
yeah, exactly. And I also point to the movies. I think, in my opinion, I think Casino Royale top five. Skyfall, I think, is maybe in the top seven.
Yeah.
Those are really good
But
movies
the
with
thing with
great
Casino
villains.
Royale, um they made one. There was like a TV show. I forget who played in it.
Yeah,
I think they
that was
made two or three of them for Casino
yeah,
Royale.
a few of
But
them.
yeah, he was really good at Casino Royale.
But also too, he also made one shitty one, and that was Quantum of Solace, which I thought was
Oh, that
just
one,
fucking bad,
that's
really bad, horrible
top
plot,
five worst
terrible.
Bond movies.
Yeah, I put it down there. I think it is maybe the worst. Although Die Another Day was pretty shitty, man. That was a
Yeah.
pretty bad movie. Um, but all right, number one, is it anybody's surprise? Sean Connery. Yeah, baby, Sean Connery.
I would like to go suck at Trebek.
Shuck it, Trebek. Yeah, I mean, come
I
on.
don't know.
Can
It's
you
just
can you top him?
no. I don't.
He had it
I don't
all,
know
dude. He
what it
had
is
every
about him,
piece
but
that
like when you ask people, when you ask me, James Bond, I automatically go, that's Sean Connery. I
Sean
wish he
Connery.
did more movies.
But I mean, the movies he did were so damn good. Goldfinger, put that as number one, man. I mean, so
Yeah.
damn good. From Russia with Love, Doctor No. I mean, these set the fucking standard, right? He had it all, man. He had the charm, he had the looks, he had the physical
Uh-huh.
abilities. He had everything that was, both like charming and assassin in one.
Yeah.
He played it both, and he's the icon of this Bond. I don't see anything else being hard to top him. Really, it is.
Yeah.
But unlike with Batman, I think there are people who've done Batman better than Adam West, the original. But Sean Connery, the OG man, give it up for
Well,
him.
like you said, look at the movies he was in. They were like one of the best. I don't know if it was because of him, the director, how they interpreted it, but his movies were,
That's a good
I
point.
would put in the top five.
Yeah, I think you're right too. Yeah, I mean, you look at what he did before special effects and big budget, and it was still. You go
Mm-hmm.
back and watch Goldfinger, and that movie's still fucking awesome. You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, it is what it is. Like you expect me to die, or you expect me to escape? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. I mean, he had that boom. That's a funny thing, but it's also dark and nailed it. So,
Exactly.
anyways, that's our
I know there's
list.
a lot of talk about they want to do some more James Bonds, but they're
They
arguing
haven't
who they
named him.
want to
They haven't
be.
named him yet, though. Yeah.
Oh, there's people out there saying, "Oh, James Bond should be a woman, should be black."
No,
No, James Bond is a white man.
that's the way it
And
is.
then
Read the
what
damn
is it?
books.
Felix? Felix, his counterpart with the CIA,
Yeah.
he's black.
Yes. Do that, man.
Going with the
Yep.
books and everything. James Bond is a white man from England.
Oh.
I mean, if they
Well, now,
want to
okay,
do like a James Bond, like do like a 008 or something.
that's possible. There are double O's. 006. That
Yep.
was Alec Trevlin from GoldenEye.
Was it Trevlin?
So yeah, I
Yeah.
think he was 006. So yeah, I mean, interesting.
Yeah.
This is a fun fact. I don't know if you know this here. Of the six guys who have played Bond, how many of them are actually English? Talking England.
Isn't like I know at least two, three.
It is two. It's two. Roger Moore is from London, and Daniel Craig is from Cheshire, England.
Okay.
But Pierce Brosnan, he's Irish.
Yep.
Timothy Dalton is from Wales. George Lazenby is Australian, and Sean Connery is from Scotland. So if you want to get technical, those two guys are the
Technically, yeah.
actual only English guys. So
I mean, but
yep.
that's still the same. I mean, they might be different countries, but it's the same.
You're right. It's Great Britain, okay, but I mean,
Yeah.
you're talking England. For England,
Yeah.
James, come on, you gotta go England.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
um,
Australia is technically English.
it is. Yeah, falls under the domain. So, all right. Well, any closing thoughts, sir?
No, not really. Just yeah, I
All
got
right.
nothing.
I don't think I got anything else. Thank you everybody for listening. I think
Hmm.
we're hitting our stride here. Please
Yep.
let us know what you think. Whoa! Whoa! We got breaking news here, Terry. Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker has agreed to sign with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Whoa.
Whoa! 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 What the hell is going on here?
They trying to make another run?
Oh, I think they are. I think they are saying this is it, man.
One more run for Patrick
Why not?
Mahomes.
And Travis Kelsey.
I thought Charles Kelsey was retiring.
I don't think so.
That I saw something
Is
about
he?
that. He might have changed his mind.
Well, as long as I mean he's got plenty of money. I mean, let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean his fiance has plenty of money. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy, man. Coming off a big year, 1,000 yards, MVP or Super Bowl MVP. Why wouldn't you want to just keep that train going in Seattle, man? I mean, you have the pieces.
Well, you also got to look at he is MVP. He had the 1,000 yards. Maybe he wanted more money.
Yeah,
Seattle
it's
couldn't
true.
afford it. Like you
Wow.
said, it's all about the money.
It is, man.
But at the same time, does Kansas City really have a running back right now?
No, they don't. They got or is it Isaiah Pacheco.
I think so.
Maybe Kareem Hunt is still there, but they don't have a definitive running back. I think it's running back by committee.
Hunt isn't what he used to be.
No, he's not. He's definitely more of a role player, but that's
Yeah.
surprising though. Wow. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. You better watch
Wow.
out.
It's gonna be with all these trades, it's gonna be a good NFC season.
Yeah,
NFL
it
season.
is. I think so. I like it.
I like it a lot.
All right, man. Let's
All right, guys. We'll catch you next week.
have a good one, everybody. Peace. And we're done.
All
All right.
right.